just going to close the door to old council chambers, and then we will get started. Thank you. So after 2 o'clock, go ahead and get started. My name is Rashee. I'm the General Counsel of BEGA, and it's good to have you here for ethics week, for yoga and ethics. And I should just tell you right up top that won't be getting ethics credit for this since it's yoga. So I'm sorry about that. If you're here for the credit, you can log out and it will not hurt my feelings. Let me see. All right, as long as everyone can hear me and see me. Okay. So now bring the steps. Let's start in an easy seated position. If you like, you can cross your legs. If you don't have to. I know everyone says that yoga is for flexible people, but it's not. Like, this is the best I can do when I sit cross-legged. I can't get my knees any further than that. So yoga is for those of us who are just trying. Here, just close your eyes if that feels safe. And we'll take a few big deep breaths. So we're going to inhale for 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold for a count of 4. So we'll do a couple of those. You ready? Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a few more like that. Inhale, hold, exhale. Last one. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Look at your eyes open. You have them closed. Welcome to yoga. So let's just do the basic stuff to get warmed up and started. So just drop your chin to your chest, and we're going to take a couple neck rolls. Big, luxurious neck rolls. So take your right ear to your right shoulder, all the way around back, left ear to left shoulder, and back front, and back the other way. Left ear, left shoulder, all the way around to your back and center. So from here, inhale, both of your hands up overhead. Drop your right hand and take your left hand towards the right side. So we're getting this nice stretch to your side body. Inhaling back to center. Let's do the other side. Left hand next to you, right hand. Try and anchor down through your right hip while you're folding over to the left. Even better stretch. Back into center. Let's do some big, luxurious shoulder rolls too. So up all the way to your ears. Come back, up and down. Up to your ears. Drop them down. And then the other direction. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift up. So from here, let's come to all fours. And I want to give you a nice brisk stretch. So if you're a person that's on the computer all day, this is going to help you a lot. So from all fours, turn your hands around to your fingertips, start pointing towards your knees. And then keep gently, ever so gently, start to push back your bum. You'll feel that pull of your forearm. Usually it feels pretty good. a lot of what I tried to plan for us today is the opposite of what you're doing at work. So when you're hunched over this way, we'll do it back into good step. Your hands are curled up over the keyboard. Let's turn them over. Turn your hands back around to center. Take your right hand out to the side, keeping your right hand underneath the right shoulder. Come up to the side. And while we're here, see if you can bring yourself up and go get a picture. And bring yourself back to all fours. Let's try the other side. Turning, rotating your right, or sorry, left knee back, left hand down under your shoulder, right hand up, opening your body towards the right side of your mouth. See if you can lift yourself up from there. And then take your arm direction. Down into the center. I have a few blocks here and things like that. So if you have anything that you want to use to help the ground get closer to you, it's always useful. It doesn't have to be like this. I also got this old version of the DC code from upstairs. This one is vintage from the year that I was born. So you can always use something like that. It's just the same height. And it'll work. From here, bring your knees together and your feet just a little bit apart, maybe heels on the outsides of your thigh. Then we're going to start to lean back and stretch your quads. You can walk your hands back. Big stretch, you can just kind of push up on your quads. Stretch. And you can drop your head back. Not even lower your back because it's one of the bones. Slowly down, back, center. Now from all fours, move your hands about one hand press forward from where they are. And now you're going to tuck your toes. You lift your hips up into your first downward facing dog of the day. So you're trying to get a full extension of your arms as if you're holding something over your head. And if you can, try and straighten your legs. Since it's our first one of the day, you probably feel a little stiff. You can pedal out your feet, so taking your right heel towards the ground, and then your left. So from here, bring your right leg up, and bend your knee. Bring your right foot forward until it comes in between your hands. Now, you have a block, it's like you place a block or something inside of your right foot. Left hand down in front of your foot, next to your foot, and lift up with your right. Perfect. Both hands down. Step forward with your left foot. And now you have both of your feet facing forward and making triangle with the legs. This is called turn pose. So from your hips, just hinge over and you'll start to get a hamstring stretch. You'll start to feel it where your hamstrings are coming down. Don't focus. No lifting, no tearing. Nothing that's more than just athletic pain. Athletic pain do be kind of, yeah, kind of stretch and stop. But you don't stop. From there, slowly come back up. Step your left foot next to your right. Just melt down as we forward fold. Sink your hands down from your legs. Smart as a bone. Breath here, and then when you're ready, inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead, touch. Exhale down by your side, mountain. Go back the other way. Up to touch. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the ground. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your shins, so that you can make that flat back, so you can make a nice being. Put your hands. And step back to the. And from here, we're going to lower down to the side. However you get there is fine. So you can do a push-up. We'll squeeze chest and chin. It's comfortable for you. Get that nice back down. Up dog. Tuck your toes over. Downward facing. And now time for the other side. Left heel rises behind you. Bend your left knee. And your left foot between your hands. However it gets there, you need to grab and pull it, that's fine. As long as you're trying. From here, you're going to keep your right hand down next to the inside of your left foot. And then see that you open that left. Yeah, twist. Sometimes the position of your head will make it easier. So if you're looking down, usually it's a little easier. If you're looking a little bit farther. Bring that hand. Step in with your right foot. You will straighten both legs up into that pyramid. Just slowly, gently hinge from your legs. You'll feel it more on the front leg. So back and stand. Right foot on back, that's your back. Now we'll fold again. Just melt down your legs. You can take your legs wide as your neck. Walk your fingers around to the outside of your right foot. So give you a little bit of a back stretch. Fingers back to center. Walk around to the outside of your left foot. From here, let's go through our lesson. And so that is series of poses that we go through. So you'll inhale, hands up to touch. Exhale them down by your side. And then your feet start to forward. So and hands up to touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins, maybe not front bend. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to your plank and find your way to the ground. Hold it up, frog, or a cobra. You're not able to straighten out your arms. Tuck your toes. Back to downward facing dog. That's a lot of movement, huh? Let's bring your knees down to the mat. Bring your knees about as wide as the mat. And bring your big toes to touch, and we'll come into a child's pose here. From here, reach your fingers. One more sheet of paper further forward than what they are. And now let's move both our hands to the right edge of the mat. Center. Let's do that left side. So center. Then up to take top position, and then moving your hands forward back to the downward facing dog. From here, raise your right heel behind you. And then we're going to bring the right knee through like we did last time. From here, spin your left heel down. So your left foot is flat. Your left big toe is in the top left corner of the mat. And go up to warrior one. hips and the shoulders are squared towards the front of your mat. That's a warrior two. So now take your left foot and make it parallel to the back of the mat. Square your hips and shoulders towards the left side of your back. So here, turn your palms over. Forward. And then bring your right hand up. This is reversible. Let your arm hang your upward movement. Wrap it behind your back. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Slowly coming back to your warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Straighten both sets of toes so they are facing the left edge of your two. From here, interlace the fingers behind you. Hold the arms a little bit before you start to fold. The right toes. We're facing the front of the mat. Find our way all the way down to the knees. So bring your left knee down, unroll your left toes. Getting a pretty deep stretch into your hip here. Now, if it's accessible, bend your left leg and reach back with your right hand. It may not be. That was just barely at it. Also, this puts a lot of pressure on your knees if that's the case. You just lift up either way. Now let's step your left forward. Bounce to the mat. Squats. Your right elbow. Push your right knee over and slowly start to bring yourself back up to standing. While you're down here, you can grab your foot. We're going to set up for tree, or you can get all the way back up. Wherever you are, take your left foot to the inside of your ankle, shin, or your thigh. Whichever one, just don't do your knee because your knee is bent that way. And then take your arms, your branches of the tree, take them down towards the ground. And then, when you feel ready, try to bring them up for the branch. A lot. Back down. Keep your knee bent. Your left knee forward. Now I'm going to reach down with that right hand. This is a good for a walk. There you go. I should have got more. And you're going to take your left foot to the back wall. Feel your left arm towards the ceiling. Back and put down both feet down next to each other. And we'll go into that thing now. So when you are plant your hands, step back to plank, find your way down to the wall. And up, down. Exhale down, we'll take some belly. Let's just bring our knees down to the mat for just a quick timeout. I'm thinking maybe you could From here, when you're ready, tuck your toes, lift up. This time, left heel up behind you. And really spin your right heel down, right toe facing the top, right corner of the mat. Or it'll. From here, now make your right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Left toes are still going forward. Warrior two. Flip your palms over, lean forward, reverse forward. So spin that back down to your warrior two. Take both sets of your toes to face the right side of your mat. Take a big, deep forward bend here. Last time you had your hands intertwined. This time you can bring your arms down as far as the other people who have a tripod headstand in your practice. This would be the place to go for it. From here, turn your left toes again to face the front of the mat. From here, we come down to the mat. Face the right, turn your right toes. If you would like to torture yourself, reach back with your left hand. You can grab your right foot. And from here, step up into that squat. You've got a curl in your front fist or a handstand. That. I don't. So I didn't show you that, I think. And then set your heels down. Let's we're going to set up a tree on the right side. So if you'd like to grab your ankle and set your foot where you want it, you can do that. That's get up. Where your branches. Feel like the balance is really good today. Check both of your eyes. Bring your hands back down. Right foot down next to your left. Set up for that half knee. If you have a block or something, you can hold on to. Hold that in your left hand, and then bring your left hand down to the mat. So left hand underneath the left shoulder. So your right leg towards the back wall. Your right arm up. So open your body towards the right side of the mat. Believe that. You've had enough. We bring the right foot down. Next is left. And from here, it's one of those ones. Step back to your plank. You can do one last single sitting right, or you can just go right to your downward facing. Okay? From here, bring your knees back down to the mat. And then tuck your knees right as the mat, big toes to touch. Taking that long, luxurious child's pose. If you feel like your mat is clean and you're comfortable doing it, bring your forehead down to the mat. And if you can't, wrap your arms around behind you. Just kind of along your legs, making yourself into a little bit. arms back and front. And gently push up. Come back to the hands and knees. Let's do one shoulder stretch before we lay down. Take your right arm out perpendicular to your body. Now place it up underneath you. Slide it underneath your right arm. Your left arm, sorry, until the right shoulder comes to me. Feel like a nice fold between your shoulders. This is a little upward. I can't get my head down towards the ground to this giant big front. Slowly wind out of that. Let's do that other side. Arm out, palm up, slide it underneath. And take your left ear to the mat. If it reaches, set the left thumb down. And let your feet slowly unwind from that. From here, let's just do 2 back crunches. And out, arching the back and looking back. Then as you exhale, push everything away to the mat, grounding. One more like that. And exhale, push everything away down from your stomach. Come back to center. Just kind of walk over on one hip. Take you like that in front of you. And look, it's time to rest finally. So with your like that in front of you, just gently lower yourself down. Arms down by your sides. Bend your knees. If you can bring them to tabletop, we'll do 2 little spinal twists and then we'll do that. So drop your knees towards the left and take your gaze towards the right. Now, this is another place where if you have a block, you can put it underneath where your knees are going. Because mine aren't touching the ground. I'm not sure if you are touching the ground. That's excellent. You have great mobility. I've done it today. Inhale your knees back into center. Torture ourselves one more time for the other side. Knees to the right and your gaze to the left. Come back to center. Legs long. Arms by your side for your final rest. So you got to be this week is an ethics and practice. What does that mean? Yoga is like ethics, that it is a continual, lifelong practice. Some things you'll get better at, but you just have to keep trying. Really, the best thing that yoga can teach you is in between the stimulus and the response, there's this little time where you make a decision. So just trying to increase the amount of time in between the stimulus and the response. Help also be more ethical, so you have more time to think about this. Slowly start to bring some movement back to your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Like interlace your fingers, take your arms long up overhead, point your toes, and send that stretch all the way through your body. Slowly find your way up to a seated position. Such a pleasure to practice with you today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.